13 boldest smuggling attempts that went wrong. Drug smuggling, or drug trafficking, is an illegal trade of psychotropic substances regulated by the various UN conventions, 1961, 1971, and 1988. Smuggling drugs include cocaine, marijuana, and others, regardless of the substance. Historically, drug trafficking only appeared after the introduction of international legislation in the early 20th century through international conventions. International Opium Convention of 1912, the League of Nations, and the UN. However, the drug market has long been considered lucrative. Drug smuggling has undergone an explosion of demand in rich countries in the 1970s, which would allow it to grow. In the 1990s, drug trafficking took a geopolitical dimension because of its globalization. Today, people smuggle drugs across the border, into prison, in airports, and other places in the United States, as well as other countries. Unfortunately, most of the time, the traffickers do not succeed. Discover 13 boldest smuggling attempts that went wrong. 1. Mr. Potato Head containing 293 grams of ecstasy. The work of customs agents is not easy. They have to be on the lookout for anything that might be suspicious, and check if no one is trying to move illegal items in or out of the country. But smugglers use their imagination to come up with new techniques every day. This figurine of Mr. Potato Head is not a child's toy. It was confiscated by Australian customs for having illegal drugs. The object seems suspicious to authorities. They then perform some research. Voila! The so-called toy contained about 293 grams of ecstasy in it, and has been posted from Ireland. As of today, we have no latest update if the sender was arrested by the police or not. Please comment if you have any information. 2. Drone drops heroin, marijuana, and tobacco in Ohio prison. In July 2014, a drone crashed in the Ohio prison. It was not crashed in ordinary location, but in the Ohio prison yard, a high-security prison near Cleveland. It was carrying tobacco, cell phones, and prohibited drugs like marijuana and heroin. This time, July 29, 2015 at 2:33 p.m., another drone successfully dropped a package which contains 144.5 grams of tobacco, 65.4 grams of marijuana, and 6.6 grams of heroin, according to Jo Ellen Smith, spokeswoman for the Ohio prison. An inmate picked up the package, which led to a massive brawl and fight, but the drone was captured by surveillance cameras, allowing the prison authorities to later find the package after an extensive search. Drone delivery is now a powerful transportation tool, especially for illegal activities. The worst scenario is the fact children are sometimes the author of those incidents. 3. South African woman carrying cocaine in her dreadlocks. Thai police arrested a young South African woman in Bangkok airport for drug trafficking. Nobanda Babsi Nolubabalo, 23, hid 1.5 kilos of cocaine in her dreadlocks. She arrived on a flight from Sao Paulo via Doha with cocaine hidden in her dreadlocks. Thai police told the Bangkok Post they noticed a white substance in the hair of the young woman. While inspecting her braids, they found 1.5 kilos of cocaine, which is worth an estimated 4.5 million baht, $126,950.22 US. During interrogation, the suspect confessed to the police that she had hidden the drugs in her hair to bring it to a customer in a Bangkok hotel. For this service, she should receive 60,000 baht, $1,692.67 US. Nobanda is the 12th South African arrested in Thailand for drug trafficking during the last year. To stop trafficking, Thai law applies harsh penalties for drug trafficking offenses. For certain serious crimes, the verdict is clear: death penalty. 4. 150 vials of liquid steroids. In 2008, while the authorities of the Australian Customs Clearance agents doing routine research, they find some bottles that apparently contain lubricating oils. they doubted the content and looked deeper. Indeed, the 150 bottles of so-called lubricating oil contained liquid steroids coming from Thailand. The whole package was seized by customs. The vials, which contained the prohibited drug, were intercepted. To deceive customs, all the bottles were labeled as gay lube oil, but in fact they actually contained illegal performance drugs manufactured and sent from Thailand. As of the whereabouts of the smuggler, we have no reliable information. Please comment if you do. 5. Honduran woman carries cocaine in her breast implant. A Honduran woman, Paula Deyanira Sabian, 22, carried 3.3 pounds of liquid cocaine in her breast implants. She was arrested at the Bogota airport in Colombia while attempting to enter Spain with the narcotic. Paula was acting weird, which led the authorities to be suspicious and search her, according to the airport police, Colonel Diego Rosero. The search paid off. X-rays revealed Paula Deyanira Sabian had a recent breast implant, along with some strange substance. During interrogation, she confessed that the drug had been implanted in her breast to get delivered in Barcelona, Spain. Paula was taken to a Bogota hospital, where the implants were removed. She also receives medical care to treat an infection caused by the implantation. 6. 8-year-old boy hidden in a suitcase. An Ivorian 8-year-old child was found in a suitcase at the Spanish border. The woman, 19 years old, carrying the baggage was controlled by the Spanish airport authorities while trying to cross Ceuta, a western Spanish border with Morocco. While scanning the bag, the operator observed something strange, what appeared to be a person in the suitcase. When he opened it, he found a minor child in a terrible state. It was a boy claiming to be 8 years old and native of Ivory Coast. Fortunately, the innocent child was not dead, and he was removed from the bag. The event occurred on May 9, 2015. The young woman who was with him, not his mother, was arrested. A few hours later, the boy's father was detained while passing through customs. Originally also from Ivory Coast, but living in the Spanish Canary Islands. 7. 3 fake nuns arrested for smuggling cocaine. 3 women, aged 20, 32, and 37, dressed like nuns have been arrested for trying to smuggle drugs through an airport at San Andreas, a coral island in the Caribbean Sea, politically part of Colombia. The fake nuns were stopped as they arrived at a popular Colombian holiday destination because their outfits looked unreal. They were paraded in front of cameras in their fake nun tunic, which caught attention of the authorities. Indeed, investigation confirmed the 3 women were trying to smuggle more than 12 pounds of cocaine. Search revealed each of the women had more than 4 pounds of cocaine strapped to her legs. They burst into tears and explained they attempted the smuggling because of their financial problems. The police did not buy their excuse. All 3 women were arrested and jailed on charges of drug trafficking. 8. 2 live pigeons attached to the legs of a man. Most of us love animals. In fact, having pets at home is even good for our health, according to many studies. But would you risk going to prison for 2 pigeons? The answer is yes for this man. In 2009, Melbourne International Airport officers discovered 2 live pigeons attached to the legs of a man, hidden under the pants. The passenger was traveling to Dubai. He also had on him 2 bird eggs, plant seeds, and undeclared samples of eggplant. It's like he wanted to make the aircraft a flying farm. Unfortunately, we do not have any information about the end of the history, if the man was arrested or not. Comment if you have some information. 9. Man tries to smuggle gold under his wig. An Indian man tries to smuggle gold under his wig was caught at Kochi Airport. He was later identified as Naushad, a resident of Malappuram. According to India Times, Naushad was traveling from Sharjah to Kerala when he was caught by Customs Air Intelligence officials, who detected the smuggling attempt and seized the contraband. Naushad landed at the airport with 1.13 kilograms of gold, which he meticulously concealed under a wig. He shaved off the middle of his hair in order to properly create a space to hide the gold. Unfortunately, the plan did not work. He got caught and custom agents held and arrested him at the international airport. 10. Pigeon carrying drugs in a tiny backpack. Custom officials in Kuwait have detained a pigeon caught carrying a drug called ketamine in a miniature backpack. Ketamine is a drug primarily used to start and maintain anesthesia. It induces dissociative anesthesia, a trance-like state providing pain relief, sedation, and amnesia. It is also used to treat people with major depression. Some people traffic it. 178 pills were found in the miniature pocket attached to the back of the pigeon. Unfortunately for the smuggler, the bird was caught near the customs building in Abdali, close to the border with Iraq. The Kuwait officials said they experienced previous cases where pigeons have been used to transport lightweight, high-value narcotics. 11. Man caught smuggling rare birds jammed inside water bottles. Indonesian police arrested a suspected wildlife smuggler after discovering nearly 24 rare live birds, mostly yellow-crested cockatoos, jammed inside plastic water bottles in his luggage. The 37-year-old man was stopped by police on Monday as he alighted from a passenger ship in Surabaya, a city on the main island of Java. The photographs show the birds with distinctive yellow plumage peering out of the bottles after being found by officers. The bottoms of the bottles had been cut off to squeeze the birds inside. The birds have since been sent to Indonesia's Natural Resource Conservation Office, which deals with wildlife trafficking cases. 12. Cocaine disguised as wooden pallets. Spain customs agents seized 1.4 tons of compressed cocaine disguised as dozens of wooden pallets that look like wood. The authorities also found cocaine disguised as charcoal as part of the same smuggling from Colombia to Valencia. The Spanish officials suspect that smugglers used a charcoal company located in Spain as a cover-up to import the cocaine. Police have arrested at least 11 people in Britain, Spain, and Dubai related to the crime. In other cases, the Spain customs agents have discovered cocaine in wigs, breast implants, and even a plaster cast encasing a man's broken leg. 13. 94-year-old grandma caught smuggling cocaine. This is a sad case involving a 94-year-old woman trying to smuggle 10 kilograms of cocaine. She was detected and arrested by U.S. customs officers as she tried to enter the U.S. with the narcotic strapped to her body. The woman was caught while crossing the Morley pedestrian gate from Nogales, a Mexican border city in the state of Sonora. She said she was coming to Arizona for a day of shopping. The arrest began when one officer suspected the elderly and flagged her for further inspection. He was right. He found more than 10 pounds of marijuana strapped around the woman's torso and legs like winter clothing, which was worth more than $5,000 on the street. The 92-year-old woman was deemed too old to attend trial in court. Thank you for watching to the end. Please like the video and share it with your friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel to help us establish our presence on YouTube.